can now be unravelled as the players now break to their supporters at each end of the field. So confirmation coming up now of the two lineups. So first, Kilmarnock, a team which is a mixture of youth and experience. McPherson, Montgomery, Kerr and Lekovic provide experience. Bagan and Burke have only 35 starts in the first team between them. And Gary Holt wears that number 8 jersey. With John Henry fit enough only to have a place on the bench. He's been struggling a little before the match, and he has been left on the bench with Tom Brown and Ali Mitchell. This is how Kilmarnock are likely to line up, with the width provided by Bagan and Burke. Riley and Holt in the engine room, and that very interesting role for Paul Wright just off Jim McIntyre, a role very difficult to mark. So Paul Wright plays in his first cup final at the age of 29, and he is the top scorer for Kilmarnock. He's had a career which has taken him from Aberdeen to Queen's Park Rangers to Hibs to St Johnstone and to Kilmarnock. Jim McIntyre celebrates his 25th birthday this afternoon. The man who played for about 9 minutes in the cup final 2 years ago for Airdrie against Celtic, a match in which he picked up a loser's medal. He doesn't want to repeat that experience this afternoon. Falkirk 2, a very impressive mix of youth and experience. Neil Oliver, Andy Gray, McAllister and Crabb provide experience, and the youth provided by Andy Seaton and Kevin James, both members of the Scotland under-21 squad. And the likely formation there, 3 up is the normal formation for Alec Taughton's teams. McAllister and McGrillen with Crabb through the middle, and the 3-man central defence there with Kevin James and Andy Gray, protected by Neil Oliver. Kevin James has become something of a household name in a very short period of time. He scored that towering header against Celtic to equalise in the first semi-final, and since then his career really has caught the attention of so many people north and south of the border. 6 lost a goal at this stage. Box corner. Chance for Wright. 1-0 to Kilmarnock. Jubilation in one half of the stadium and in the Kilmarnock dugout. It's been coming for some time, this goal.
Again, it's a beautifully stopped corner. It's right in the heart of there, but you know, Paul Wright left unattended in an area where he's very good in, but really the first header, you would think that your defender should be coming and attacking that ball. But you know, to leave Wright inside that area unattended, you're always taking a risk.
First blood to Kilmarnock. Well, Westfield. Fellner losing out to Kerr. That's Buck. Losing his composure there. A bit of cramp setting in, I think, in the youngster's right calf. James now to Fellner. McAllister calls for the ball. Crowded there by 2 players instantly, Kerr and Buck. McGowan, McAllister. Good pass for McGowan. Could it be the last chance for Falkirk? Here's McAllister again. Changing direction, looking for the opening. Asking too much of Jamie McGowan at this stage in the match. Alec Taughton looks resigned there at the back of the dugout. His team have given him everything, especially in this second half. But it hasn't been enough in that vital moment when Neil Oliver scored, to have the goal chopped off by the assistant referee on the other side. That will be the moment that he may not forget for a very long time. Forward by Montgomery. Should be collected easily here by Nelson. He has to launch this long downfield from hand. James looking for the knock-on, colliding there with Fellner. Mitchell caught McKenzie late. The advantage rule is applied sensibly. Here's Kevin James again. It's down for Fellner. Could be the last opportunity for Falkirk. Frustration for the Austrian. Bobby Williamson waiting to savour his first triumph as a manager. All eyes of the Kilmarnock supporters on referee Hugh Dallas, waiting for the moment when they will know the trophy is theirs. It's all ragged stuff now from Falkirk. It's all hit and hope in these closing few minutes, with fatigue setting in rapidly. Hugh Dallas being studied all around the stadium. It's into Neil Oliver in the middle. There was a long amount of stoppage time to add on, but I wonder how much more there will be. No more! Kilmarnock have won the 10th Scottish Cup. Bobby Williamson is drenched. The handshake with Alec Totten and Walter Kidd. But the moment belongs to Kilmarnock. They lived so dangerously in that second half, hanging on grimly as Falkirk piled everything on them. And that's Alec Totten with Paul Wright. Paul Wright expressing his appreciation. The manager did so much for him. Now the moment the town of Kilmarnock has been waiting for is to listen to the crescendo of noise as Ray Montgomery goes forward. The old warhorse, 36 years old. A moment I'm sure he thought he would never say that. Draghi Lekovic joining in the spirit of the occasion. Kevin McGowan has lost the bandages from his eye cut. Gus McPherson, another long-serving member here of the Kilmarnock side.